with the side blades, do huge damage. I mean, what do you reckon? Because Thunder, you cannot write this team out. They have proved time and time again so far through the group stage that they bring the top stuff.
I mean, first of all, this series is absolutely banging because no matter who wins, we're getting teams that I think not a lot of people would have expected to be doing so well at the major, getting to top 6 and continuing that run in the upper bracket. So that alone is fantastic. But draft-wise, I think BetBoom, they answered the difficulties that Furin will have into this game, running into the Tide, running into the Kunkka-style heroes with this Leshrac. So I think I am slightly favoring BetBoom if they can kind of hit the early game strides and hit these timings.
Well, let's see. I know, for myself, I see Thunder, when they're playing like this TA and Kunkka together, I think it works so fantastic, especially with the way that they've been fighting in their performances. So I can't wait to see what they're able to pull off here today against BetBoom. See a little bit of, so we get any bit of first blood action around the bounties. Doesn't look like it. Noticed I'll be able to step up, take this one, and we'll see if are we going to get anything crazy with the lane matchups, or everything looking to be as expected, T?
Yeah, everything should be pretty expected. You're going to have the Mars Mirana lane, pretty potent. If TA ever steps out of position, or even the Pugna, should probably lead to some type of kill or pressure. Same thing for bot lane, right? Furion, you're going to kind of help out a couple waves, but then they might be able to leave and start making some moves. But yeah, laning-wise, nothing too crazy. We haven't really seen it that much. I know in Western Europe, we had a lot of tri-lanes, leaving heroes like Tidehunter, Timbersaw off by themselves, but at least at the major, we've been kind of locked into 2-1-2 a little bit.
And how does this mid matchup sort of go in your mind? Is Darkmago going to be able to do enough harass to Lyle with the Tidebringer hits, or just being a melee hero against that Splitter Stun of the Lesh is going to be annoying for Kunkka?
No, yeah, it's going to be annoying, and I think the main thing here is if a support can rotate in, when you have heroes like Snapfire in the 4 role, coming in to maybe pressure that Leshrac if Kunkka hits 6 first, potentially, you might be able to start getting some kills. But yeah, this Leshrac pick, it's all about pressuring in the lane, starting to move at these early towers, and give time for Furion to kind of feel comfortable entering a fight, because that's the difficulty with Furion carry. If you're not able to see a fight breaking out, and if I TP here, I can enter the engagement quite easily, kill off a support, you're kind of hesitant. You're often going, maybe I split push. So heroes like Mars, like Leshrac, after their strong lanes, it really just enables the entire lineup to play together really fast paced.
Yeah, because sort of overall you feel that BetBoom, with their heroes, they're going to be looking for the fights a little sooner than Thunder Awaken themselves are going to want to.
Yeah, 100%. Like these objectives, minute 6, minute 7, we're going to see Furion TPing into lanes, maybe even Leshrac once he gets to like the hood potentially, start poking his head up quite aggressively. Yeah. It's on Thunder Awaken to react accordingly. Make sure if they ever waste a Ravage or a boat, that's just going to give BetBoom so much opportunity to smoke up and make some of these plays. And it really does feel like offense v defense with these 2 drafts.
CS-wise so far, who's getting left out the most? Is noticed who's at the bottom of the CS, this top lane. Bakaz and Panda able to make sure that it's not too easy for Mars to step up. Force Major having to secure these range creeps, making sure that they don't lose out on the XP at least here between the 2 of them. And of course, down on the bottom side of things, Sacred 9 for 0, 10 for 4. Dahak not struggling in getting the farm, and Snake has been doing a really good job of trading damage here with Matthew. Just keeping the Snapfire relatively low.
Yeah, this bot lane for the Furion specifically, it's going to be you're farming up, but you're never really pushing the Tide out of the lane. And as a Furion carry, often you like being a little bit more of a bully, but it doesn't really matter because there isn't that tower threat. The Furion, when he TPs out to sync up with the Leshrac or when Mars hits 6, it's not as if Tide's suddenly hitting down your tower, maybe on a catapult wave. But no, so far, so good. I think, of course, we just mentioned the Mars is the only one kind of struggling right now a little bit, but that's primarily because this top lane, the pull camp was still available for the side of Thunder Awaken. They've been resetting the lane quite nicely.
And one thing that BetBoom don't really have with Lal, the mid-Lesh, is I feel like this is one of those heroes that a lot of the times we see picked was like some sort of support that provides a solid save. Sure, there's a Nightmare, but it's not like there's an IO or an Oracle, someone to really like beef up and buff up the Lesh. Could that be a problem? Like, will Thunder Awaken have good opportunities to blow the Leshrac up?
Yeah, I think that's the type of thing you want if your draft wants to play kind of later into the game. when you're playing for this kind of early mid-game snowballing timing, oh, Dark under a little bit of pressure there. I think you don't need the accelerants if you have the trade-off, right? Which in this case, you got Bane Mirana, you're setting up kills, you're looking for the aggression. So right now, it's not really an issue. If the game goes, let's say 45 minutes, maybe you're going to be looking towards, I wish we had something to help out this Lashrak. But yeah, honestly, it's all about the fight for BetBoom. And because you've got such potent support, it should be pretty good.
So far, 4 minutes in, and Thunder Awaken overall getting the slightly bit more out of each of their respective lanes.
Yeah, kind of winning all three in regards to CS.
Only just, but especially when there's no kills going on, there's pretty good news for them now. Bottom, finally, the first bit of action will fall into the hands of Thunder Awaken. Top lane as well, you see, Notice getting burst very, very low. He has to back off. So lane-wise, things looking pretty good for Thunder across the board.
And an early tip as well. I think I heard the panel mentioning as well that the guys, these two teams, have been playing ping pong together in the evening. So there's maybe there's some new friends have been formed. So these tips probably a little bit more friendly than other teams, not so aggressive in regards to the tip warfare.
At least here at the start of the game, you know, things can change as the series goes on. It gets more tense, but indeed, here in the lanes, nice and peaceful. Only one hero going down. It's all a bit of banter here between them.
Yeah, Force Major, nice. You wrap around and put a nice aggressive ward out on the top side of the map, already pre-scouting out for this potential, you know, stacks being made. Yeah, Thunder Awaken. Super happy right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's building up already, seeing that solid 1k lead, 5 minutes in.
But realistically, if you're Thunder Awaken, your heroes are the ones more stable in lane in regards to farm. You know, Tidehunter, Kunkka, TA, they all push out the wave so easily.
We'll see mid. They're going to have the attempts on Lyle, set up with the boat. They jump in with the Cookie Scatterblast follow, but it isn't enough damage. Lyle survives. Backups in for BetBoom, and they take out Matthew and keep their Leshrac alive.
And that's kind of the expected move, right? Kunkka hits 6, Snapfire quickly moves to mid lane, but this carry on Dahaki, like, he doesn't really care. He instantly rotates in and helps offset that aggression. And that's what you need to be careful for if you're Thunder Awaken. Sure, your 3 cores push out waves with ease, but it's the speed in which BetBoom can move between engagements.
I was thinking if they could try and get the setup onto Dark Mago, but he was quick and ready with the Quelling Blade. Sprout, not to catch him by surprise. Still hanging around the mid. Panda, just got to be careful though. Lyle will look to run him down, and it's going to be another one. Dark Mago steps up, but again, it's not quite enough damage to kill Lyle off, and he'll also die for that effort. So 2 dead there in the mid, little unnecessarily as well. Thunder Awaken, they try and make that play onto Lyle, but just underestimating the ability for Lyle to just stand his ground, pop that edict, and destroy them.
Yeah, I mean, the main thing there is, you know, BetBoom, they just didn't leave the area. After Thunder Awaken tried the first time, they stayed posturing around. Sure, they tried to go for the second attempt, but yeah, BetBoom still in position to punish that.
Now, Lyle was going to be very happy with that one. Heads back to base to refuel. He'll be back out onto the map and able to hold that mid lane tier 1 nice and safe. Keep the wave pushed back out, and Thunder, if they want to try for that again, they've got to bring more, at least have the knowledge that BetBoom won't have their supports backing up Lyle in that mid.
They kind of lack the damage early on into the game. You know, TA needs to farm like Dragonlance, Deso, until you start pumping out some damage, and then you need Snapfire ideally to have the Mortimer Kisses, and it's all about early control from Thunder Awaken. They don't really have the damage themselves.
Now they've got the setup. Nightmare into the arrow, and it'll be an easy kill on Matthew. Saw Sacred trying to help out, taking the Nightmare off, but
some body blocks.
Too much damage here from BetBoom.
I do love that creep, getting tornadoed into the Tidehunter, but still, yeah, they can't really kill off this Tide. You have to ignore this bot lane pretty much. You push it out, make sure there's not creeps hitting the tower, and you look elsewhere. But yeah, Dahak's sitting at top net worth. Even though he's 15 CS behind the TA, still even on the net worth.
I'm going to try and go for the kill on Staneko. He's got backup, but no chance to save himself. Locked down by the Torrent into the boat. This time Thunder get the kill in the mid, and they won't lose anything in return.
That's kind of a net win, though, for BetBoom. Taking away the value of boat, you see that instant smoke up from Lyle. They identify, now if Thunder Awaken want to take an engagement, that Tidehunter who's being a menace in bot lane, he's the one that has to move across the map to actually help with that control. So I like the fact that Boom, turning up the pace a little bit.
I mean, they are look straight to the top lane. Setups there from Notice. He drops down the arena. Panda, is there anything he can do to keep his TA safe? There is not. Pakaz goes down. Have a TP coming in from Sacred. He's going to pop the Ravage onto the three of them. Lal is low. Burst down by the Gush. Thunder Awaken. They'll get the Lesh in return. So they're able to take something here from BetBoom in response to losing their carries TA. Pakaz. See if they're able to hold them off the tower, though. There's Panda on his own. Not a huge lot he can do. They'll try and get the angle with the spear. Can't quite close the gap enough. This is the pressure pushing Thunder away from this tier 1 tower, and with Dahak now moving to this top spot. They should be able to take this down. That's going to put Dahak very, very close to having his Maelstrom complete with the tower gold he's about to get.
And Kunkka had no TP available, so he just opted just to stick mid. Keep on farming. Now move to the jungle as well. Yeah, BetBoom getting the tower pre-10 minutes. And for the last minute or two, this bot lane, no one was really farming it. Bane moved to mid lane, quickly got his close to 6 there, and Matthew also kind of following. So in terms of efficiency on the map, yeah, BetBoom be able to break it down a little bit better.
On the mids, they have the setup into the stun. Stun after stun. Arrow follows up as well. They're trying to keep him alive with the heal, but Panda can't quite save Dark Mago. As he goes down, and now Panda himself's in trouble. The chase is there from Lyle, running around, keeping himself on top of the Pugna. Stun as well, comes down onto Matthew. 3 more kills for BetBoom.
And this is the best timing for BetBoom right now. You break down the map, you're forcing Thunder Awaken to use their TPs to defend these towers, and you're using the Bane setting up for these stuns. And yeah, just punish him a little bit. Yeah, perfect stuff from BetBoom.
And Pakaz still in that space. 900 gold on top of the Dragon Lance. We are seeing, as the Tide, Sacred, anywhere he goes, he should do a solid job of holding the buildings with his hood complete. He's quite a beefy one to try and fight into, especially when he has the Ravage available, back up in 30.
Oh, throwing out the boat, getting a freebie. Nice little Morana kill there. But anyway, if you're Thunder Awaken, these early kills, this early pressure, you can't fall victim to it. You need to still understand what your timings are in the game. It's not for the early fights. It's protecting your objectives. If Kunkka gets BKB, he can brush off the Leshrac. Once your, Snapfire gets some levels, the Mortimer kisses, you can deter the Furion from these earlier sieges. So Thunder Awaken, they do have the answers to what BetBoom needs to do in the early game. And I'm looking forward to how BetBoom approaches this next kind of tier 1 siege. How do they... it's not going to be as simple as move to the tower and rat it.
No.
At that point, you're going to get punished by the Kunkka, by the Snapfire.
Absolutely, yeah. Thunder Awaken will have no hesitation in setting up a defense around this tier 1 mid. It's not going to be an easy one to push for if BetBoom want to try for it anytime soon.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
That's top, Lal. And he's got his Yules complete. That's going to look, of course, to go into the Halberd next. Incredibly strong against that carry TA.
Oh, I like this. No, that's real cool, actually. Obviously, Yules to be able to maybe even dodge the Ravage, disjoint from the X-Torrent. There's Seneko.
See if we can get out of this. They've got the cookie, but not quite the angle. Seneko is fine, and an arrow did come crashing in. Arena follow-up as well. Locks down Matthew. See a Thunder. Can they get back in on this? Sacred does have Ravage. They've got the Ravage and the bow. But again, once they use it, that would mean that maybe the push can come in onto mid. So they've got to hold their ultimates and keep BetBoom in this position where they're constantly sort of second-guessing their ability to push for that tier 1.
If that was the Pugna going down there, 100%, that's a Ravage, the Mortimer Kisses layering on top. But because it's the Snapfire going down, instrumental in the early engagement. So I love the discipline from them just to reset there, not fall into kind of a sloppier fight that BetBoom really were trying to bait out there. But yeah, this Leshrac.
It's going to be funny. They didn't quite see him, of course, up there in that spot. Because he's got his...
Dude, he's so... Oh my god, Dark, you're so annoying, actually. He TPs in, spawns a couple trees. You see that Thunder Awaken, they're already centering to try and de-ward. He's just blocking the camps. TPs out, goes back to farming his own kind of triangle. Dude, that is actually one of the most annoying plays I've seen from a carry Furion.
There we go, fight time for Thunder Awaken. They want to get out and get aggressive with the ultimates, with the Ravage and the Mortimer's Kisses.
They're trying to find the Furion. They know that he was just trying to make that quick play.
But I mean, Lal, it's definitely going to be worth dropping some ultimates for that one, indeed. No holding back there from Sacred. Get rid of the mid-lesh, get rid of Lal. And that'll give them the space to start pushing it onto the tier 1 tower themselves mid. See what the rest of BetBoom want to do about this. Notice does have Arena. Great cookie there up to the high ground onto the 2 of them. Force Major is going to get dragged back by the X-Mark. He's dead to an anchor smash. Also looking towards Snako in the mid, diving up towards tier 2s here, Thunder Awaken. As they've realized that at this stage, sort of around the ults, they're going to have the space to push in, and they'll be the team to take the mid tower first.
No, it's a really nice smoke. I expected them to, they were looking for the Furion, and then they kind of bumped into Leshrac. I was like, oh, this is even better. Get the freebie, now take the tower. And they're the team who are actually able to start taking these early towers. And the mid tower is so nice to get. But no, Ravage and Boat on cooldown. You kind of expect a little bit of some counterplay here from BetBoom.
Yeah, you've got to imagine they're going to push back hard, Lal. And with the Edict, TPs are coming in though. Thunder Awaken want to make sure that this is not an easy push for BetBoom.
Bakar's going for the Blink Dagger actually. He wants to join the fight.
Got the setup on Notice. They can burst through him. They certainly can. There's no escape here for the Mars. As Thunder Awaken go to show yet again that this tier 1 tower, it's not going down anytime soon.
Yeah, just getting punished for not setting up as accordingly. In these type of lineups, it's about pushing the side lanes with a Furion. You force one hero to defend that tower, and then you look to go for the big objective. I think BetBoom, not saying that they rushed, they were trying to punish the lack of cooldowns a little bit too quickly, and in doing so, they didn't have the vision. Like you see on this mid lane, there's this high ground ward from Thunder Awaken. That allows you to punish this Mars trying to wrap around. You already know Furion's deep in the jungle farming, so just really nice defensive setup once again from Thunder Awaken.
Yeah, and we're seeing sort of a bit of a change up from Lal. He's got to get his BKB rather than the Halberd. You know, these fights, these ultimates, they are blowing him up. He's got to be ready to get his spells out and charge the front lines without any sort of worry. Was an attempt here for Notice, but he's off the mark with the spear. So that's going to be the Arena combo put to a stop, and now the kisses are coming out. Notice he's in trouble. Slowed down by the traps. He goes down. Thunder Awaken, they're ready to try and chase for more. Dark Mago. Hold on the chase, see what he can find around the corner here. He's going to try for the blind torrent, and he won't catch any of the remaining members of BetBoom. They get out. But once again, we're certainly seeing BetBoom. They're the ones trying to get something done in this mid. But each time over the last 5 minutes, it's just not worked out for them.
It's crumbling a little bit this time as well. You now have the initiation with the Arena, but you missed the spear, and the BetBoom just aren't able to really get the things rolling their way. Credit, it is a little bit difficult, of course. You're playing into the boat, the potential now Ravage is back online, but even the cookie, the small disjoints, BetBoom will be kicking themselves a little bit. This was their opportunity to increase the pace of this game, and unfortunately they haven't been able to try and maneuver around this Kunkka Tide with great effect.
Dahak, of course, has been keeping himself completely out of these attempts mid. He just wants to be focused on having his BKB complete. These BKBs,
another smoke,
incredibly important for the two of them. Dark Mago, he's going to look for the catch. He's using the torrent. He's able to grab Dahak. The boat coming down. I've got the burst here. The setup is bringing him low. I see Notice trying to hold back Dark Mago. What the sprout? Ravage comes out, but he's not going to catch him. Didn't quite reach them there on the side as BetBoom are able to step out and away completely. That Sprout blocking off the chase from Thunder Awaken, and now things are a bit more awkward with Thunder. They've used their ultimates. You see Matthew trying to run. Panda, he's going to have the problem of Alesh right on top of him as Lal takes him out. Notice, again, off the mark with the spear. This time, shouldn't matter, though. Matthew taking damage from the walls of the arena as he still falls. Double kill for Lal. Over in the river, Nightmare setup from Snako into that arrow from Force Major will secure BetBoom a third, and they're in perfect position to waltz straight into the Roshan pit.
It's just outside Roshan as well. That Ravage tickled the Furion, but yeah, really beautiful Sprout being able to put just enough distance to then outrun it. But, oh god, Thunder Awaken, they're trying to go aggressive, they're trying to find the plays, but yeah, all right. It's nice to see BetBoom be able to turn it around. They've had a shaky 3 or 4 minutes in this game, but hasn't put them out yet.
I'll see Sacred. So trying to see if they can take down Force Major. He's still got a leap left. Sacred, he still kind of wants to chase. I mean, he's got Blink back up in a second. And Force Major straight out of there. For that next fight, Dahak should have his BKB. We'll see it once more. Yeah, chase attempted.
A really nice spear as well from Notice there, just preventing the Kunkka to get the additional right clicks. And at this point, a rather optimistic Ravage in hindsight, but so close to at least connecting would have been cool. But no, the Sprout, especially with the shard as well.
Exactly, that Treant just blocking off any chance of Dark Mago getting out and continuing to chase.
And that was the type of fight where BetBoom, they were kind of behind on their ability to team fight, but Thunder Awaken, they forced the engagement with only 2 or 3 heroes. They didn't have everyone ready to kind of make that chase down. It was a really nice initiation, using the torrent for vision, getting the X. But yeah, just a little bit too quick for the rest of the team not to get there. And on the flip side, BetBoom, their draft, they thrive on these engagements because, of course, deep in the triangle, they've got multiple ways to TP into the fight and quick to react.
Sacred, he's going to show top, but there's a lot of BetBoom around to try and deal with him. He'll set up here for the stun from Lal.
Instant Kraken.
He'll look to walk it off. Ravage isn't at the ready, and even if it was, probably wouldn't want to pop it here as he gets taken out.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Now Lal just about to complete the BKB. I'm still very happy that he's going to look for the Halberd. The Leshrak's job in this game is to pretty much just run into the fight, get all the vision required for his team. If TA jumps, throw a Halberd, and allow for, a perfect arrow, the arena, the Fury and TP. Leshrak is somewhat an initiator to some degree through his itemization and his ability to posture aggressively.
Obviously, Picard, he's hitting that timing. The core 3 items done for the TA, Dragon Lance, Deso, and Blink. See mid lane, Damago trying to start things off. They try and save out Notice here with the Nightmare. They cannot separate him here from the barrage of damage just fired out by Thunder Awaken.
I just love how volatile this game is. Like, any hero that dies, they have the ability to just group up and then swarm the map.
Nice. This is exactly what you want to see from these two squads. Already getting this back and forth. Only 2k gold in it that's been jumping around. 13-9, and BetBoom still the team with the Aegis for a couple more minutes, so opportunities for Lal to make a move, especially when Noticed back in the game in 20 seconds.
Oh, Saneko, this is an optimistic build, man.
All right.
I love it.
BKB rush for the support.
Because if he gets it, it will be devastating.
See Lal, he's actually going to be off the mark there with that stun. So Sacred manages to walk this off until Dahak comes in, tries to trap him with the Sprout. Still Sacred breaks out of there. He'll be fine.
Dire's bottom tower.
Top lane, quick moves from BetBoom. They want to try and see if they can get something done here.
Oh, he's chasing the T8.
He has the arena. And there's the setup. He's a little careful about how he goes for this, though. As now the spear comes in play. BKB from Lal. He's not messing around. Make sure that he can get him with the stun. Picard's trying to step off to the side, but he's caught in the Sprout. Picard goes down.
Are they going to find Panda move? There it is. Another spear. Pew. Oh, Dark Mega as well.
I mean, Saneko is trying to see if they can set up for something else here, but it's around the outpost. TPs are coming in. BKB popped by Damago. There's the Ravage. Onto the two of them. Saneko's gone. Under the cover of Moonlight Shadow, Lal, he'll be able to keep this fight going. Turns over towards Sacred. Sprout's there, but Sacred's cookied out to the side for safety. Notice starting to take heavy hits here from the tier 2 tower. Damago comes in with the torrent. A shotgun to the face there from Matthew takes out Notice.
Ooh, a little bit deep, lads, but still. Ravage now cooldown for 130 seconds. When Mars is live, he will have Arena back again. Leshrak, you got to regen, got to reset. Use this window of opportunity. Big spells are on cooldown now.
We've got Lal. Aegis unlikely to be there for the next fight. Soon to time out. He's going for his bots next.
I want to see this Halberd. He keeps teasing me. Every time I'm like, yeah, Come on, Lal.
As we saw for Picard, it's still very hard for him to fight without the BKB. And he'll be working on getting that done.
The nice thing as well about having this TA as your carry, if the game does get a little bit out of hand, let's say the next stage just goes to the side of BetBoom, you're going to be able to deal with the split push of Fury and TA going for the Aghanims at some point, always keeping the lanes pushed out as well. So I feel like, yeah, Thunder Awaken, as long as they don't fall victim to constant fighting and trying to go for the engagement without spells, like, they're super chill in this game. Like, they have a lot of insurance as well. They can make some mistakes.
Let's see what BetBoom do with the smoke. Trying to make use of the fact that Sacred, no Ravage for a full minute. They want to try and catch Thunder whilst they're not fully prepared to return with a fully fledged team fight.
Smoke reveals.
Oh, the Sacred, very quick with his own blink. He'll have the opportunity to find the Yule's setup, and Dahaki's going to come in from the side, look for the backlines. Dartmago heads forward, he's going to drop down the boat. Extra bit of damage reduction, keeping Sacred protected, and he just runs straight towards Dahak. That's the carry gone, the Prophet's out, and now Saneko, he's in trouble as well. Kiss is coming over towards Lal. He'll go for the TP out, but the Torrent's there from Dartmago as 3 dead on BetBoom. Thunder Awaken showing that they don't need the Ravage to pull together a team fight like that. And definitely a concern for BetBoom. There's Dahak. He went down so quickly at the start of that fight.
A rare TP from Dahak. Normally, he's so patient, making sure he TPs, knowing what's going to be coming towards him. I don't think he expected the TA to instantly reinitiate back on during the retreat. And Snapfire just in position. You had the meld hit, the Deathload, the Lil Shredder.
Yeah.
He got obliterated within like 4 seconds of his entry to the fight.
And that was before the AC was done on Dark Mago. So next fight, the physical damage he's going to take is going to be even higher.
You see here, he TPs in thinking he can maybe punish Matthew, but at this point, the Kunkka's already ready. The TA's just like turned around on him, and unfortunately does go down. It is the volatility of Fury and carry. One incorrect TP, it can just spell disaster, even if you have all this net worth in you.
So how would you imagine we're going to see that approach from Dahak change up in the next few fights? He's just got to sort of wait for more of his teammates to get in, or at least isolate and find this Templar Assassin before he looks to position himself?
Yeah, pretty much. You need to see... I think right now it's just, where is TA in the fight? If she blinks in to initiate, you can then TP for free, trying to go for the backlines. But it's quite difficult. Jumping is a Snapfire, she has Cookie.
Ooh,
Nice
notice.
blink. Luckily this time not dying to the smoke. But it's kind of difficult. With this net worth lead, we're kind of getting to the point where Dark might be telling his team, lads, I'm going to split push for a little bit. I need to find some more farm.
Well, might be forced to BKB here. Actually going to get caught straight away in that turret. He gets the BKB off, but it's almost too late. One more hit from Dark Mago could do it. The Kiss is coming out here. Lal having to run, but he's surrounded. There's going to be no escape for this Lesh. That's Thunder. Up 6k now. Dahak, he's trying to farm on their side of the map, but the trap's going to spot him out. He has got BKB TP. Also has that Shadow Blade to get away, and Matthew at the moment not quite having detection ready to go, so Dahak's fine.
It's so hard to play this split push game against the TA. Like, look at topside jungle, there's traps. In his own jungle, there's traps. On the Radiant jungle, there's literally traps everywhere where Furion naturally wants to quickly walk through.
He was hanging around here, maybe trying to see if he could have a look in on some action, but in the end, he is indeed forced to BKB TP out as Thunder Awaken found him.
Now this is becoming a really difficult game now for BetBoom. Thunder Awaken have hit their stride in regards to how they want to take the fights. They're the ones initiating as well. Their smokes, I think 2 out of the 3 last smokes have connected cleanly on a big core kill, and it's allowed them just to play around their cooldowns perfectly.
And so, with this, rush BKB that we're getting from Seneko, what's his sort of idea? He just wants to, fiend script the TA? Is that what he's going to try and do?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Ideally, he either enter the fight and just remove the TA, but the issue is, it's like, the Furion right now doesn't have damage to kill off a Kunkka, or a Tide, and probably the Pugna with the Decrep. It's just a little bit difficult in regards to how BetBoom gets their damage across. It's Arena, it's Leshrac, and then Furion's going to be tickling a little bit until he gets a couple more items. But for now, the fact that this Bane has whipped out a 26-minute BKB, it is going to give them some confidence to maybe look to take a fight. Yeah, I expected it to be the fastest because it doesn't happen that often where they literally go Tranks BKB. His sort of position and execution of the abilities, it has to be perfect with that BKB, because as we saw in the last fight, BKB is not the kind of item that makes you invincible in this game against Thunder's heroes. It does give Dahak entry to the fight now. If the Bane grips the TA, the Furion can just TP onto that grip TA. There's nothing to cancel the BKB grip, and then you should be able to probably kill her off if the Furion's also ready. But it's about connection now. It's about finding that entry. And
it has it, because if he gets anyone else with the grip other than the TA could jump him and take him out in a couple of hits.
Yeah, about 3.
Oh, Sacred in with the Ravage. They're going to be able to get the jump straight around to Dahak. Dahak, he's not getting out of that. As that's the carry down, a full minute here. So Thunder Awaken likely to be able to look for more. They're going to head back over to their half of the map. BetBoom are here. The question is if BetBoom want to try and take anything 4 versus 5. I don't think they do. They're popping the Moonlight, trying to get out of this one. Notice we'll be able to TP out under the cover of the shadows.
So close. That was the one thing you didn't want for BetBoom. You kind of hit a timing with the Bane, and unfortunately, Furion going down. But it just boils down to the vision. Dahak's farming inside his own triangle. There's 2 Radiant wards here. There's 3 traps. It's so hard for this Furion to efficiently farm across the map without kind of giving away his position.
On in the trees. Force Major trying to escape the game here, jumping out of the map. It's not going to happen.
Why doesn't he appear on the bottom side of the map?
That would be rather Yeah, I mean, let's hope they don't add that.
Just Phoenix Sunraying. Oh, he's on the bottom side of the map now. Pangolier as well. Very cool. Oh, Seneko though. And that's the Agnums from the TA picked up as well. That anti-split push. Ah, the BKB though.
It's got to be a BKB and run. He's going to go for the TP out. Have they got enough hits to take him down? They don't. He'll live.
Yeah, that's not how you wanted to... I say reveal. Of course, they already knew at the BKB from retreating in the previous engagement, but that's not how you want to use your first BKB. And now it opens up the Roshan. Lil Shredder, Gush, Meld from TA. This will be going down rather quickly. A shard is available, most likely, I'd say, probably to the Kunkka. TA already has one, Snapfire already has one. Nice to get the Tidal Wave in play.
They're going to go for the smoke move, BetBoom, but
it's a bit too late.
It's not coming quick enough. Thunder. Aegis into the hands of Picard. BetBoom still look to see if they can get anything around the mid, but Matthew forcing himself out of any sort of catch that BetBoom have. They can't reach him.
Ooh, Sacred just cancelled his TP. Okay, no, he's just walking back. So now bot lane. This is now what BetBoom kind of needs to look towards. Bot lane's pushed in quite aggressively. Is anyone going to waste the TP to go there? Of course, short answer is no. You already see Matthew. He makes that journey, walks on over. That is the key thing here.
I mean, yeah, you're going to have what Picard's just being all over the map with the Ags.
BetBoom, they are innately tanky as well. We just saw there. 4 BKBs. You got the race patch as well on Mirana. And they are ready.
They're going to try for the tide.
Broken.
He's gone. They drop the grip. They take him out. He's not got any buyback either, so he won't be able to help turn this fight around for Thunder. Panda also to be caught. BetBoom. They'll get the 2 kills. Thunder did have the X mark, but not able to do anything, especially whilst their tide's down. They need Sacred to pull together the team fight. So BetBoom, a good hit there against a team that did have an Aegis amongst them.
Yeah, they just need to keep playing this style of Dota. You push the side lanes, you hope that the Huck doesn't get picked off by a smoke gang, and in doing so, it opens up opportunities where Thunder Awaken, they will naturally be split. They need to send heroes to deal with the pesky nature of the what's it called? The
Madama goes for himself in the mid. Very close to Notice being able to jump in and get an angle with a spear.
Step lively now. Your admiral is on board.
We saw their further big items coming out for each side. Hex ready from Dark Mago. No surprise there. Fair bit faster than the average that we're seeing.
I mean, it's an overall good pickup. The fact that he already has the BKB, the AC, now he gets the Hex as well. It's just additional lockdown required. And for Furion, looking to try and complete this Nullify. It's going to allow him to be able to deal with the 4 stuff for the support, the decrep of the Pugner. When he TPs in, it should lead to either a dead support or be able to maybe punish this TA still with inside that grip. But it's an 8k lead for Thunder Awaken, but there's still many opportunities for BetBoom to take a lead in the fight. And it needs to be through numbers advantage.
Yeah, full Ags now on Sacred. It's Thunder. Going to find that team fight that they've expertly shown off multiple times this game. Picard's at the ready in base. He'll be able to get out. A nearby trap if action does kick off.
BetBoom well aware of this smoke. Hugging the side lanes. Even in top lane, Mirana put the Wraith Pack down, trying to push it out. But oh, it just expired. Sorry. But it was there, I assure you.
Picard just getting all of his slots upgraded up. Looking for the Swift Blink next. Level 25 as well. He has that bash, so no longer, again, any, the protection, even with the PKBs, it's not there. It's all down to really finding that Fiend's Grip on the TA. Seneko, he has to go all in for it. That's why we do have that BKB pickup from him, but it doesn't mean it's easy.
Getting into that fight, like, if you're a Bane, you're still going to get killed. Like 700 HP, like gripping that tier. If you don't cleanly connect, like the tier can quickly blink you, meld strike, you're half HP. Sure, you might the grip after, but you're going to die to kind of the other damage in the fight, even like a Tidebringer. I don't know.
Back on with the push, because still 1 minute to play with the Aegis.
Got to give credit to Force Major in top lane. Oh.
He's going to be found here because he'll head over to this side of the map. Force Major jumping away. He will escape. Indeed, being that the sort of nuisance that BetBoom need him to be here, keeping this attention split across the map and making sure that the game's not in quite as comfortable of a position for Thunder Awaken to try and push up to the tier 2s and towards the base quite yet.
These side lanes are always pushed out. You've got Mirana in top lane with the Wraith Pack pushing it down the lane. You've got Furin in bot. And then you see Thunder Awaken. They want to find the big team fights, but they're just kind of ping-ponging between bot jungle and top jungle. They have vision here as well. They're just not able to connect. It's kind of a little bit of a stalemate right now. And the fact that this Aegis is expiring shortly, it means they don't want to run straight towards the tier 3s. They need to be a little bit more patient. This next Roshan is going to be the big decider in this game.
This will be the nullifier done for Dahak. Dartmago and Sacred. The ones at the front line right now. The rest of the team very split up. Thunder Awaken not in position at the moment to look for a team fight. BetBoom on the other hand, they certainly are.
Snapfire's going Axe as well. Love to see it. We're going to be launching some watermelons onto the back line.
Both teams careful with how they look to jump. I've had that Aegis go. Because 1700 gold until the Swift Blink's there. I mean, what would you imagine when you look at sort of the course both teams have? You know, Thunder, will they be in any sort of rush when they don't have the Aegis? I mean, how do they feel, do you think, as this game goes on?
I think
with the heroes they have.
They're going to be... Thunder Awaken are so happy to play out throughout this game.
Yep.
They got TA to deal with the split push. They got Tide Hunter with Gush to deal with the split push. X from the Kunkka to deal with the split push. Like, they got D push for days. So they're happy. They can build up this 11k lead, turn it to a 20k lead. It's on BetBoom, the ones to try and break that status quo.
And they're going to try and do it here. BetBoom. They're leading in. So the sentry down here is going to be underneath this Sacred. He's going to know what's coming. He's holding on to Ravage for now. Now he lets it go. It's only going to hold back Lyle. Turn towards the Notice with the Gush. It'll be Pandaboo taken down. Fiend's Grip. They've got the lockdown. They've found the TA. Seneko hunting for Pakaz. He'll get the Fiend's Grip set up. The Arena Spear follow-up. It's there as well. Buybacks are coming out from Thunder. But Sacred, he'll fall. Caught in the Sprout. As Thunder will get chased back up towards their base. Dartmago turns with the Hex and the Torrent. Nightmare allowing Force Major to dodge the Torrent, give them the chance to leap out. As BetBoom, they finally get that scenario that they've been looking for. Seneko finding Pakaz's TA and locking him down with the Fiend's Grip. In the fight, might even get them more here. Matthew is going to pick up Dartmago, spin him out to the side, gets him in position for a great angle there for the Tidebringer. In fact, it's good enough to get the kill on Seneko. Lyle saved only just here with his Eon Disc. He's on the escape. Dartmago's going to try and chase him. As Lyle.
The arrow. Oh, close.
He's going to show himself near the trap. It's caught him. He has the Yules.
Torrent.
No. Oh, it's going to get him. Dartmago gets the kills there. I mean, quite a solid turnaround. It did cost them 2 buybacks, of course. Both Pakaz and Pandaboo having to buy back to turn that fight around. But they are able to do it there. Now situation, BetBoom, 3 heroes down. I mean, you look at the sort of death timers on both the Lal and Dahak. They're gone for a long time.
This is an uncomfortable amount of time that they're out of the game.
They might lose a tier 3 here, T. Maybe more.
If not more, yeah. 100%.
I mean, because you've got this AC, of course, on Dartmago. Pakaz has got his death, so they hit the buildings pretty hard.
Could just be 2 lanes. They might respect that potential, like, there could be the buyback scenario, like a spear into it, but if you clicked on the Leshrac and you saw the items he was pulling out...
Yeah, he's short on the money.
Like,
they both are.
Like, he had an Aeon Disc, the plate mail, like, you kind of feel like probably shouldn't have it.
I mean, this is working out to be excellent buybacks from both Pakaz and Panda. Not only turning around that fight at the base, but getting the mid-racks as well.
Bro, they wanted it for like a split second. They're like, go bot, and then that, wait.
And they're going to get Roshan.
That's a quick Roshan. It was potentially respawning 40 seconds after the fight ended.
I mean, there we go. We'll see this turn around once more from Thunder Awaken. Already, I think Panda's come in with his buyback, but you see Pakaz holding back at this one. It's pretty much when he sees that beautiful 3-man splat there from Matthew spitting Dartmago into the 3 of them, that Pakaz is like, it's time to go. He's back in with the buyback. He's able to help get that kill, of course. onto Lyle with the trap, and then straight down the mid. Thunder Awaken getting themselves into a very, very strong strategical lead.
Again, the vision here. They got a high ground ward, a Tinker ward, and also that random rogue trap in the lane that was trying to deal with the Fear and Split Push just catches the Leshrac.
And now we've got the Refresher Shard on Sacred, Aegis on Picard, helping him keep that sort of lack of buyback covered.
It was so important. Thunder Predator, they were so grateful, so lucky that Roshan was an instant respawn.
And they've actually got the Hex set up onto Lyle. He on disc again, will keep him safe from the follow-up. Notice he's going to look for the jump forward, but the force to the side, they're able to dodge the spear. As Notice, he has to put the BKB to get back to the high ground, get back to safety. They'll drag back the Lesh here. Arena's been dropped down. BKB to stop the Ravage from Sacred hitting onto Lyle. As Lyle will try and turn and fight, but Notice his BKB's already been used. He goes down. Seneko tries to go for the Fiends Grip, but the Lincolns, it blocks it. Seneko won't be able to stand his ground to lock down any of the cores. As Thunder keep the push coming in hard. Tier 3 gone, the Rack's exposed. Notice has got buyback, but no BKB, no Arena. Little to be done with the buyback at the lane. He's going to try for Dahak. He gets caught. They've got him with the stun. Dahak surrounded. He goes down. Buyback from him now to come out. As Seneko, focused by Picard. The Bane getting low. Silence taken out. BKB popped by Dark Magosi. Stands his ground against BetBoom. Notice tries to hold them back with the shield up and the BKB on. But they don't care. Thunder Awaken continue to pick up kill after kill. Keep this pressure on. And this is going to be a second set of racks being taken out, T.
They just don't have the damage anymore on BetBoom. It's so hard for them to take the fight. Of course, it's into an Aegis and a Cheese, in which Thunder Awaken, they don't have to use either of them. They're pretty much walking down the lane.
They're going to keep it going here. Sacred goes for a quick reset, trip back to base. They bring him back with the X mark. He's turning back up with the BKB. As then again, they got him with the Hex, and this time the Eldest on cooldown. He's out of the game. Lyle dead for 90. Notice caught by the control as well. Thunder Awaken. I believe this should be the G's coming up soon, T, because they have well and truly shut this one down. Everything after that buyback defense top was just perfect. Perfect close up here from Thunder. And indeed, there it is. GG, well played. Thunder Awaken will take this game one.
This team's so much fun to watch, honestly. Like, they have these defensive heroes. They utilize the smokes in this game so perfectly. 2 or 3 times just cutting in deep, finding the key kills. Even while BetBoom themselves were trying to make some key smokes to open up the map. Like, they're the ones finding the kill just beforehand. So, yeah, Thunder Awaken truly is an exciting team to watch, honestly.
Absolutely. And we saw as well, sort of, for BetBoom, it seemed like there was this portion of the game in the middle where they realized they had to go for sort of this sort of change up in play, get that BKB on Seneko, look for these opportunities to just lock down Picard. They're only really able to do that once, right? That top fight with the BKB Fiend's Grip that at the end of